weeks out as of today from the Brielmaier Classic. I'm here taking my morning walk with Peanut. Say what's up, Peanut.
What's up?
So it's Saturday, squat day, just getting moving with the kid. And after this walk, I'll head to the gym, eat my first meal, get some work done before I warm up for squats. And then we will hopefully have a good squat workout. The goal today is a top set of 6 versus 60 pounds of chain. Kind of want to step it up a notch today and load 600 pounds in the bar weight and set us up for the rest of the meet prep. Usually on Saturdays after squats, Peanut and I go do some fun stuff. So today she gets no YouTube, no iPad, no fun stuff, and has some chores to do. So when...
The own money.
Huh?
The own money.
Yeah, she's not earning money. What the fuck she's talking about? So...
Okay, you pay me.
I'm not paying you. It allows you to keep the money for the stuff that you broke. Oh. So it's one of those days. Maybe today, if I feel like it, because it's up to me, maybe we'll go for another walk later today, Peanut. How's that sound?
Good.
All right. We're gonna finish this walk now. Peanut, do you want to say anything? She's eating some grapes for her healthy breakfast. When we get back to the house, she'll have a little bit of protein, right?
Yeah.
Some turkey bacon. All right, we're about 7.5 weeks out now from the Brielmaier Classic. So today we have a deadlift day. It is a slight pullback from the previous weeks. So it should be a relatively relaxed day. That being said, on the relaxed days and on the days that we have to pull back, it's still super important to be intentional, right? A big mistake that I see a lot of lifters make is if it's not like a big challenging workout, if it's just like a run-of-the-mill workout where they think like, oh, this should be easy, those are the workouts where it doesn't go well because their mind isn't there. Or if they take things lightly and then they tweak something, they'll rush through their warm-ups, they'll take things for granted and just think they can just go through it and everything will be okay. Usually, depending on the experience of the lifter, it can go okay, it usually will, but it's also a risk you don't want to take. That being said, when you are a little more seasoned in the sport, in my opinion, when you have a little more things to warm up, and when you're a little more banged up, it's important to do this shit before every workout, outside of your workouts, specifically outside of your workouts. And the goal is to do it enough where you're in shape enough to actually just kind of walk in the gym and just run through a 10-minute circuit of exercises and get it done. I haven't really updated things too much this week specifically, but back on Saturday, hit a good squat workout, worked up to 601 pounds plus 60 pounds of chain for a set of 6. That was kind of a scarier set because I haven't squatted anything remotely heavy since December. So it was good to be able to get that on my back, not have it really feel bad at all, and have a pretty good groove of squats. On Monday, I had my upper accessory day, as you saw, and it's just one of those days where it's like just weak points, doing things that aren't very comfortable, that kind of suck. Honestly, it went from one of my favorite days because it was very pump heavy, very challenging in the sense of like, I guess, quote unquote bodybuilding style training. But as we're getting closer to the meet, I do need to get a little more specific with things and address some of the weaknesses and the restrictions I'm having with the shoulder and all that stuff. So what we're doing is attacking it via training, not just some simple stretches, and that's going to add up over time. Obviously, I've mentioned that Seth Alblesworth is my coach, and I don't handle my own training. And I'm very fortunate for that sometimes, because sometimes it's good to just do what feels good and do what you want to do. So when you have that outside set of eyes, an objective viewpoint, you really get pushed in the right direction. So right now, I'm just running through a little circuit. I did some static stretching on the Precor stretch machine, which is a fucking awesome piece of equipment. It's so simple, but there's so many things you can do. And right now I'm just kind of going through the 90-90 hip stretch, some thoracic extensions over the roller, and then in just a couple minutes I'll get up and do some adductor work, hamstring work, and pec work, because I'm about to get underneath the bar to do some squats against chain. I'll be pretty relaxed on that. I believe I just have sets at 285 and 60 pounds of chain or so. So it should move pretty quick. I'll probably just bang a set out, take like 30 seconds rest, bang out a set, etc., and then get right to the deadlifts. Since I am squatting, I do like to perform quite a bit of PVC pipe squats. What I like to do is just kind of figure out where I'm tight, where I'm restricted, and how to address the warm-ups for the training session. I'm gonna assume that I won't be too tight today, because I did wake up this morning. I took my 30-minute walk like I do every morning at the moment, but I was on my feet all morning because I did have about 4.5 straight hours of training sessions, so I haven't been really sitting behind the desk that much today. So let's see how it goes. Oh yeah, easy. So what's good about this is I don't have to spend an extra 10 minutes or so warming up. I'm honestly in a pretty good spot. What I'll do is just get my single leg RDLs, because that is something I do no matter what. Balance isn't that great still, but that's a whatever, right? So I use a PVC pipe, and I just get through the range of motion, get blood flowing through my hamstrings, do the hip hinge over and over again, and get my body going. You would think that after all these years, I would have fixed that. But at the same time, I guess it's not really a priority. But at the same time, maybe it should be. Maybe my hips and back would be in better shape if I focused on getting better at these without holding on to something, loading them consistently. But we'll see about that. Oh, this left hamstring has been pretty tight lately. It's one of those things where it's like, I don't feel like I'm inherently in danger anytime soon of straining it, but I also do recognize that if I don't get it moving often, I will be in a spot before I know it where it either just pops, strains, or I'll be in a spot where it is a higher risk at all times, and I don't want that. And since I'm a wide stance squatter, since I'm a sumo deadlifter, it's very important for me to open up my hips, get the adductors going, and just do these classic squats pretty often. So, not the most limber person, as you can see, but it's okay, right? And what I'll do to multitask is I'll put this PVC pipe on my back. Yeah, I gotta move over. And the reason why I do this, without falling hopefully, is I'm able to get that pec stretch and that shoulder stretch, as I'm always very tight up there. And as we get into the heart of meet prep, once my bench gets a little heavier every week, once my squat starts to go above that like 650 to 675 range, that's when the bicep tendonitis, I use that term loosely because I feel like that's not actually what's going on, but it's just whatever refers to it as, will flare up. So I do need to avoid that. Oh. And speaking of, pretty much every video where I go over warm-ups and stretches and daily movement, you're gonna see me do these. Really open up my chest, get my shoulders moving with some load. Luckily, I don't feel like I need a bunch of these today. So I feel like right now, I'm probably in a good spot to just go get underneath the bar. All right, this is usually the hardest set of the day. Getting underneath the bar for the first time. Oh. I know I just said the PVC pipe was good, but still a little bit of a difference. Oh, that's a good start. Usually my first couple sets are a little off. Usually I shift to my left side. And today I feel like I'll be able to pull myself straight down without much issue. That's a big part of my squat. Is a lot of people, they focus on like the hip hinge and the sitting back and the spread. I found the more I can get just locked in, dialed in straight up, and be able to pull that bar down with me and just kind of pull myself down while opening the hips and be able to externally rotate very well, then I'm gonna have a pretty good day. If I can't do that in the beginning, I have to recognize I cannot rush my sets. I cannot take 100-pound jumps if I don't feel confident in it. And today isn't my primary squat day. I usually am able to take those 100-pound squat jumps because I don't usually go above like 300 pounds before I pull. So today we're in a good spot. I always do two to 5 sets with the bar, depending on how shitty I feel. But today I feel pretty good. It'll just be 2 sets, I can tell. All right, good spot, good spot. I'll go ahead and put the chain on now. So one thing that people seem to be very big on for a variety of reasons is like warming up beltless and training beltless and all this stuff. I'm technically an 800 plus squatter, depending on if I'm strong enough at that point. But I've squatted 800 probably a little more than 5 times in my life now. And I always wear a belt for one plate. And I think it works for me. That was a little crooked. I don't think that was me, I think it was the chain. That was because one chain was on the inside, one was on the outside. But I'll let them sit on the inside today. Usually I put the plates on and then the chain, but I just kind of want to get right to the point today. Thank you. Oh yeah, easy. Well, of course it's easy, but you know what I mean. Yeah, I don't know if on that second set, you can see I kind of got forward on that first rep. So it's funny, I used to do a lot better deadlifting, like hunched over the bar and then pulling myself in. But now I do a lot better standing straight up close to the bar, just reaching for the bar and barely pulling myself into position. So I kind of went to my old ways on that second set where the first rep kind of got fucked up. So let's not do that again next set. All right, deadlifts are over. Onto the accessories. This is a newer one that we're doing. Split squats with the cable. Terrible balance on these for sure. However, once I get going and I can stay in that groove, this is a brutal exercise. Oh yeah. All right, next up is the glute builder. There's a few different variations you can do on this machine. And I'm kind of glad that we're not doing these straight leg ones today. Yeah. All right, I already did 2 plates for a set, and my workout calls for 2 working sets. And that first set wasn't exactly hard. It wasn't easy, but what I'm gonna do is not use that first set as an excuse to say that was just a set. So I'm gonna do 2 sets here. If this feels good, I'll go up again. Yeah. All right, we're going to start this 8-week out day 6 vlog with Big Peanut, and we're going to school now. She wanted to hop on here and talk about some stuff. She wanted to talk about her weekend coming up.
And
she wanted to
May
talk,
9th.
which is our weekend coming up on May 9th. We're going to talk about, remember about a month or so ago, shit, it might have been a little longer now, 5 weeks or so, when she had the pink prom dress, and then it kind of sparked the healthy eating stuff because it didn't fit her anymore, and she wanted to start working out more and eating healthy and stuff. Well, guess what she tried on last night? What did you try on last night?
The pink doesn't fit me perfectly.
Fit her perfectly. She jumped around in it, she did splits and all that shit, right?
Yeah.
So it's funny because she's 6 years old, and like, I know it sounds wild because she's 6 and we're saying this, but everyone's gonna go through it in life where they have some quote unquote unhealthy habits, and you kind of have to face the repercussions of it. And then in her case, as her dad, it wasn't like coming from like a trainer or gym owner or whatever. It wasn't like that. It was more of, I don't want to see her look so upset again, because that's what she looked like. And then
Dad, gonna have the monster now.
we're gonna drink a white monster in a minute together. Being able to see her come back from that and try and work to something was cool to see. And of course, I'm pretty biased towards hard work and goal setting, because if you know who I am, that's what I like to do, and that's what I think is awesome in life. Her and I are going to talk about the weekend coming up.
You take the first sip of monster so I can get the edges.
All right. So tomorrow is Friday, May 8th. We're going to go up to Tampa. We're going to get a hotel room at the JW Marriott, not JW, Jordan Wong. And I picked that hotel because 1, it's nice. And then 2, it's right next to the arena. What's at the arena Saturday night, Peanut?
There's a gym at the hotel. There's a pool at the hotel.
Okay, but not at the hotel. What are we doing Saturday? Why are we going on this trip?
Because I think you want to see John Cena.
Oh, you're putting it on me. I mean, yeah, I'll see John Cena. We're going to WWE Backlash.
Yeah.
We got the on-location VIP package, all-inclusive food. She gets to do a meet and greet with some of the superstars. Jacob Fatu, Trick Williams is going to be there, Asuka, and someone else I forgot.
And Natalie.
And Natty, yeah, Natty. And then tomorrow night when we get up there, we're gonna go to Driftlight Steakhouse, which looks amazing.
Yeah, and when my dad was in Las Vegas, you should have seen the one when he took a shit.
Yeah.
Please don't edit that part
Don't
out.
edit it.
Thank you.
So something about me taking a shit. And then tomorrow night after Driftlight Steakhouse, we're gonna probably go to Burns Steakhouse for their dessert room. I think she'd really like that. So yeah, we're gonna have a fun little weekend. Sunday we're coming back. She's gonna go by her mom. I'm gonna take my mom out to dinner, Ocean Prime. As for today, technically it's supposed to be bench day. With my squat Saturday being pushed to squat Sunday, I might push my bench workout from today to tomorrow. I do have a pretty high workload day today. It's one of those things where if my training does happen today, I'll more than likely have to cram it in and rush through the session. And I don't like doing that. And the only time I have is at 6:30 p.m. And considering my bedtime's like 8:30 p.m., I'm not sure what I'm gonna do yet. So it kind of depends on the flow of the day, if I have any cancellations, et cetera, et cetera. So yeah, as I mentioned yesterday in my training clip, today's May 7th. 1 year ago today, he passed away, like I was saying, and it's kind of wild. It's been a year, first of all, but the purpose of this vlog was to document the meet prep going into that meet. Obviously, there's going to have to be a time where we talk about, like, okay, why is it the Jeff Brielmaier Classic? What sparked that? Why did you change the name of the meet from the Showcase Super Classic to this for your June meet? We'll kind of cover that. I would actually like to do that with Jessica, his wife. Definitely not going to ask her to do that today because she's probably having a tough time. And speaking of Jessica, her and my girlfriend Mari are going to be attempting to get into the High Rocks competition. Because remember the other day when I talked about I just signed up for it. Well, they didn't get in because I guess we were aware, but we weren't aware how fast they would go. She was going to check out, she was in the waiting room, and they just sold out that damn quick. Today, the tickets go on sale to the public, and hopefully they get in. So, yeah. All right, I'm going to log off of here. Get Pete at school. Livy, do you want to say anything to log off? You want to tell a joke? Tell a joke.
Why did the chicken clap their lip?
Why did the chicken, why so?
Because I wanted to poop on my dad.
Okay. See you guys. All right, today we're heading to Tampa for what?
May 9th.
So yeah, tomorrow's May 9th. She keeps calling WWE Backlash May 9th because it's on May 9th. That's what she's been referring to this for a while. So yeah, we're at Mari's house. She's gonna be in this car any minute now, probably, if she hurries the hell up. And then we're gonna get going. Peanut, tell the people about your day.
So my day was great. I had to go to 101 to 200. I got a 50 on my science test.
50?
So 50.
Let me see that. Geoscientists study the pollution and what it is made of. No, obviously they study the earth. Other scientists and engineers try to fix problems like flooding and pollution. They find ways to protect land and keep the earth and water clean. There you go. You got a 50, don't yell at me. All right, well, you got a 50.
Yep, so there wasn't a stop.
That's about it, right? We'll come back later.
Test.
There's a spell, oh God, what'd you get on the spelling test?
Nothing.
Oh, there wasn't one? Oh, okay.
You interrupted me, so I couldn't see.
Oh, I interrupted you.
So I want to show you my new iPad. We couldn't do an unboxing instantly like I did for Daddy's.
I don't have an iPad.
I'm an iPhone. This is it. It comes with can you show them? I'm too back for it.
So I know some of you people are like, oh my God, a 6-year-old with an iPad? Can you tell she doesn't shut up and we're about to drive for like 2 hours in heavy traffic? And she has headphones. Show the headphones.
The Angel headphones, of course.
See ya.
Look at this.
You take a little bath tonight?
What is the toilet? I'm about to poop myself.
You're gonna poop yourself?
There's a toilet. Get out. Get the heck out.
4:45 in the morning. And Olivia wanted to go to the gym at the hotel.
And I did not brush my hair, if you could see.
And she didn't brush her hair. We planned on going at 5, but she was in my room at 4:20 getting her clothes. I walk out and she's watching South Park. Cool. I guess she's my kid. All right, say hi, Peanut.
Hi.
All right, so technically today is the 7-week out mark from the Jeff Brielmaier Classic. Peanut, Mari, and I are in Tampa. We're here for WWE Backlash tonight. We came here last night, went to the Driftlight Steakhouse. Although technically it's supposed to be the start of the 7-week out mark vlog, I'm going to include today in the 8-week out vlog because the Backlash trip kind of coincides with yesterday. Today's rest day from lifting. I'm going to push my squat day to tomorrow.
There's actually, you can't lift here.
Yeah, because they don't have like the barbell and stuff, right?
They do.
No, not like I use though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have the back one though.
Yeah. So what we're going to do this morning is we're going to
do 30 minutes on this, then 30 minutes walking out.
Yep, we're going to do a 30-minute walk. I'm going to do 30 minutes of like movement prep and mobility and all that good stuff. And then I'm going to let her kind of choose her own workout and we're going to film it all together, all right? Is that cool?
By the way, Dad, every section I'm doing is going to be different for 5 minutes.
Yeah. If you do 5 minutes and different sections for 30 minutes, how many sections do you have?
4.
6.
No.
You didn't really think about that. Breakfast later, probably like in 3.5 hours, because I think they open at 8:30 or no, I think they open at 6:30. So maybe it depends.
At 6:30 to 11 a.m.
All right, 6:30 to 11 a.m. Mari is sleeping still, so it's not like we're gonna wait on her. Yeah, so right now it's 4:58 a.m. and we're in the gym working out. She was up before me. I think she's definitely my kid. So.
Yep, I was up at 3 a.m. something.
I don't think she was. She might have been up at 3 a.m. because she was watching UFC on the TV, and it started at 4 a.m. I saw it on the TV guide. Wild, whatever. So getting a little workout with Peanut. She's over there doing some stretches and some other stuff she does in gymnastics. Just walk 30 minutes on the treadmill, got some steps in, running through a circuit of pigeon good mornings, single leg RDLs, Cossack squats, Cossack squats, I don't know how you say it, McLeod flies, kind of like the usual things I do. The other day during my deadlift workout, I did mention kind of like a hamstring strain or something along the lines of that. So I'm obviously addressing that pretty frequently. And this will be my first session doing that. This here, it just kind of stretches out my hips, stretches out my glutes, and actually just makes the other things feel better that I'm about to do. So as you can see, this is not a big range of motion. It's just something active to get me through these tight ranges of motion. Yesterday I benched. I did 330 for 5, and I believe it was 363 for 5 off of a 3 board. So bench is progressing pretty nicely. I did make the decision for this meet. I'm gonna go 198. The last time I went 98, tore my pec off the bone, had to get surgery. And I do wanna right that wrong. I know it kind of sounds a little stupid, but that's just how I operate. One thing about the whole 198 aspect is I believe I'm in a better spot for the weight cut now because it won't be as much as a weight cut. I'm sitting between like 212 and 214 most of the time. If I can maintain that weight into the peak and then throughout the peak, which I don't really need much food during the peak because in a powerlifting peak, we are just doing 1, 2, 3 reps. We don't really need a whole bunch of calories to recover from that. I'll still be eating probably about 3,000 a day, but it'll put me in a pretty good spot to manage everything nutrition-wise. The goals for this meet at 198, I don't really have any. I do have the goal of hitting a DOTS PR, whatever that may end up being. I do want to squat close to about 800 pounds again, but at 198. The world record, the all-time world record is 806, held by John Hack. The last time I went 198, I did have the delusions of going the all-time world record. I was thinking all I have to do is chip 804, which is what John actually did at a later date. But the squats didn't go for me as well. I don't really believe my training was very good going into that meet. I kind of thought switching everything up with a different coach, which ended up kind of just being a template program with like zero feedback, communication, whatever, would be the answer. You know, the thing I kind of just tried something new, thinking it would be the magic bullet. And it's funny because that is really something I preach against, and I went and did it. So, lesson learned there. Obviously, that's not why I blame the pec tear or the poor performance myself. I'm experienced enough where I could have called better numbers and at least done better on the squat for that given day based on how I was feeling. But the pec, the surgeon did tell me it was hanging on by a thread anyways, based on the recovery time, or based on what the pec tendon looked like when he was inside my chest. So it was gonna go anyways. I'm glad it went when it did. I had 3 spotters, was in a competition setting, and yeah. And honestly, I'm very grateful that my pec tore off the bone because it gave me like a new motivation for lifting, gave me something to come back from, gave me like a whole new outlook on things, taught me a lot, showed me I can do really tough and monotonous things. Like even though I've known that, this was on a different level. All right, so got the McLeod flies now. Just get my shoulders feeling good, getting a good pec stretch. All right, so I'm gonna go run through this a couple more times. We're gonna go eat breakfast after that. We'll make sure we'll film the healthy food we're eating, fist bump. Then we're gonna go to the Backlash store, get some clothes for the event tonight because we're going to WWE Backlash. We did get the on-location VIP package, so Peanut gets to meet some wrestlers, eat some all-inclusive food. Then we're gonna have fun. I think, did I mention we're going to the pool before that? We're going to the pool before that. Considering it's 5:57 in the morning, we've been here an hour. She's gonna take a nap before Backlash as well. So see you guys. Today, Peanut and I are going to do a workout, and it's gonna be very random and impromptu. I'm gonna pick an exercise, we're gonna run through it. We're gonna go 15 to 20 reps, and then she's gonna pick one of her choice, and then we're gonna run through it, and so on. Olivia, we're gonna do the incline dumbbell bench.
Can I show them?
All right, I want you to go, and I want you to count to 20 by yourself.
1, 2.
All right.
20. Oh, my arm's hot.
Hell yeah, brother. All right, put him down. So she wanted me to talk for this one. We just decided to call this the ball throw. How many times do you want to do it?
20.
20. And I'm gonna do the tricep push down, and I guess I'll also do 20.
20.
All right.
So we're gonna sit on here like this.
Mm-hmm.
Then we're gonna put one knee out.
Okay.
Just gonna do that.
Peanut, this is hard. Gotta do the other leg.
So we do this.
I guess we're only doing one leg. Okay.
Now we're gonna do this. So we do this, like this, for a couple seconds.
Holy crap, Peanut. That's kind of hard.
Go back in on tabletop. And put one hand like this.
All right, so we're leaving the gym now.
First ones awake.
We were the first ones awake. We're leaving the gym now. We're gonna get the car. We're gonna go to Wawa, get some energy drinks, get some snacks for later maybe. Well, we're gonna get some stuff for the room.
Yeah,
and
so
then,
we'll like prepare for stuff.
so we're prepared for stuff,
Just in case.
just in case.
If something happens.
If something happens, I guess. But yeah, we're gonna go to Wawa, get some, well, I'm assuming there's a Wawa. We're gonna go somewhere. All right, let's go.
To get some food.
Yep, I just called the valet and we should have the car when we get down. I'm gonna act like I didn't see her spill her water. And